again. It is the Ridin Durty Show. Yours truly, VicXL.
And I'm Boss Lady Bird.
And what up, my guy?
What up, my guy?
Bird, we got to jump into it. We got to jump all the way into it immediately.
Let's get it.
Bird, would you, Bird? Because Kevin Gates is out here being real disgusting.
Yeah.
But before I say he's being real disgusting, I want to make sure that's disgusting to you. Kevin Gates recently was doing a show. He brought a female fan on the stage. She's 37 years old. He set her on the chair. He cocked that head back, and he dropped the loogie off in her mouth.
I'd have puked all over him. Oh, God. You know how when you got something on your face and you're a child and your mama lick her thumb and go to wipe it off your cheek or whatever? I would gag every time. There is no way I'd have been able to sit there and let that man spit in my mouth without puking. That just ain't me. I ain't got the stomach for it.
How do you, first of all, if this woman, and it was 20,000 people in the audience, for the record, 20,000 people in the audience, she's 37 years old, so she's old enough to know better, and she done this in front of 20,000 people. First of all, who's more disgusting, Kevin Gates or her?
I think they're both equally disgusting. Because, to me, spitting on somebody that's like the ultimate form of disrespect. I tell motherfucker I don't like all the time, I'll spit in your fucking face because it's disrespectful.
Hey, Bird, we done had this conversation about me and what I think respect is.
Yeah.
So, when I seen this, but you know what's funny about that situation?
What's that?
The woman is pregnant.
I was gonna say, I could have swore I read that her old man was there in the crowd somewhere.
So if you're her guy, is this still your girl after this happens?
If the dude want to be petty, because it is Kevin Gates, he gonna be a little salty about it. But for him to actually, depending on how in love he was, I guess. But to actually end the relationship over, I feel like that would be petty.
You think so?
I do. It's Kevin Gates. If we was both there, we was both ultimately fans. But there definitely would be some repercussions and some feelings about it. But to actually, like I said, depending on how in love you are, people may not love like I love. But I don't think it was grounds to end a relationship. No.
Look, then maybe I'm petty. Shout out to
some people are I get that. I'm really surprised. Like I probably would have expected I'd probably been even disappointed if he didn't. I would have expected my dude to make a damn scene about it, really.
Look,
but at the same time, did she really allow it to happen or did it just happen? It seemed like it probably happened rather quick where she couldn't be like, no.
Okay.
I don't know if she was expecting that.
Okay. First of all, this is how I play. Shout out to my old college sweetheart. I'm not going to say her name. She knows who she is because she watches probably. So she won one of these contests back in the day. You know how the radio station had win the meet or artist contest?
Yeah.
She won an opportunity to meet Chico DeBarge. Calm down. She won an opportunity to meet Chico DeBarge, right? And she was a big Chico DeBarge fan. And she was just a little too happy, right? I broke up with her. Because I felt like,
especially if that's somebody, we all have celebrity crushes. Like you can't.
We're gonna
if there was a chance of hell, if she worked for his promotion company and he was in Reach or something, I could get that. But she won a radio contest and probably got to meet him one time or one time only in her life.
Look, Bird. So can we be real, Bird?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay. Do you have a celebrity crush? You ain't gotta say who it is, but do you have a celebrity crush?
Not really, not at the moment.
But kind of sort of.
No, not really.
Oh well, I'm gonna ask this question anyway. Say you had.
Okay. Maybe DC Young Fly a little bit.
I didn't say you had to say who it was, because the next question.
Hey, okay. DC, what up?
So since you're gonna call DC name, can DC hit?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's why I broke up with her ass.
But yes. I ain't got no boyfriend. I ain't got no man. I ain't got no man, Vic. That's the difference.
Well, she was acting like she ain't had there either, so I granted her wish. Because I know she was gonna
I guess Jean probably wouldn't be too happy about it.
Hey man, check this out, man. Listen, I felt like when she won them tickets, she done went, she getting her hair did, nail did, she had the mall buying an outfit. If he want to slay, he gonna slay. So I might as well go on and put myself out my misery before
I. Do you know how many other girls were probably fangirl were probably around too? Like she won a contest. Hey. It's not like she bought no ticket to go engage or be there, or she was a dancer in the back. None of that. She won a contest, Vic. It was probably, I've met Doobie before. I'm a big Doobie fan. Ain't nobody feel no type of way about that.
Okay. It's a difference between being a fan and having a crush.
I probably had a bigger crush on Crash Mignotti than I did Doobie. Like Doobie was shorter than I am. Like I just,
No, man.
But I mean, like was she obsessed? But still, like it was a once in a lifetime chance. I'm sure.
Well, guess what? Maria glad I broke up with her. How about that?
I'm sure. And hey, I ain't mean that about DC Jean. I was just kidding.
Hey man, look, man. Hey man. Say man. You acting all giddy about something. I seen too. That's what I'm trying to tell her. I seen too.
No. Hey. Come on, Vic. Come on.
Break them off.
What if you would have won a contest to go meet Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion? Your girl wouldn't like. I'm sure she wouldn't feel no type of way.
Hold on. Can I hit? Because women control whether you can hit or not men.
So you see, no, that's not right. That's double standard.
No, listen. I'm real, Bird. I got a radio face. I ain't never hit no woman that didn't want me to hit them.
You should have had more faith in your girl, Vic.
Man, whatever. No.
Okay. All right.
So if I'm that man and she go up on stage, hey, I go, hey, security, anybody want to come up on stage? Who I want to come up on stage with Kevin Gates?
But I'm sure many girls was like me. I mean, he what was the odds really of her getting picked? I'm sure 1 to 1,000, but she just happened to get lucky.
Shout it. If me and Maria at a concert and Julio Iglesias, talking about who want to come up with Julio?
You said she will not raise her hand.
She gonna get her wrist broke. I'm punching her in that vein right under her wrist. That little soft spot. I'm knuckling her. Bow. Put your hand down.
But you got to be more confident in your relationship to know that she's still going home with you, though.
Do you know how many women went home with me after cheating?
Vic, I can't with you. I can't be. I see you just petty. It's all right. I love you anyway.
Look, that man who that woman.
But I will say, yes, Kevin Gates took it too far. Like that could be like he could have called an assault charge.
But she seemed like she enjoyed it. Did she not? You seen the video, right?
Yeah.
Did she look disgusted?
No.
Or did she look like? Did her face give you the look like I'll do more than that, Kevin?
Oh, it was Kevin Gates, but yeah, I get it. I get both sides of what you're saying, but I mean, it's not like she made it backstage. She just
How
made
do you
it on.
know? How do you know? How do you know? Listen.
Well, I mean, okay, in the scenario that she made it backstage and left her old man out in the crowd, then yeah, let that bitch go. She ain't for you, though. She should have known better than that.
So she goes up on stage. He spits in my baby mama mouth. That saliva gland might hit the top of my baby head. She got to go. Break up.
Oh my god.
No. Kevin Gates. First of all, no hate on Kevin Gates. I love Kevin Gates' music. And the fact that he has a fan base that, because he still got a fan. There's a woman right now wishing that was them. I just don't.
Absolutely. But I feel like dude probably should have been more pissed off. Like he shouldn't be a Kevin Gates fan anymore. He done spit on your old lady's mouth.
Look, he should have Will Smith that dude. He should have Will Smith.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what should have probably had. Like if he was gonna be mad, he should have been mad at Kevin Gates and did something. Not went home with her and then took it out on her, because I'm sure when she went up on that stage, that was probably the last thing she expected.
But okay, Bird, you go up on stage. We're gonna reenact this before we get to the next time. You walk up on stage, right?
Yeah.
And they say, Boss Lady Bird. Charlie, what's your name is? And you're like, Boss Lady Bird, my guy. And you say, Boss Lady Bird, tilt your head back. Boss Bird, you are a very observant woman. You don't see no liquor bottles. So I
probably would have asked more questions, but like,
put your head back.
I'd be like, for what?
Look, you like, put your head back, open your mouth.
Oh no!
At that moment, she should have been like, "No, I'm straight."
Now, if she had a heads up about what was going on, then yeah, it was definitely wrong. But if he just kind of like sprung it on her, like, I mean, it's probably the last thing she expected.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a troll. I done got to a point where I think damn near everything is a troll.
Everything is a troll. A lot of shit is. A lot of shit is.
He got to know her. That he might be her baby dad or something. It can't be real, Bird. There is no man out there who is still in a relationship with this woman.
I mean, could y'all think about it? He could. I mean, if that girl, like, if you're right, Vic, it might have been set up because anybody else will be trying to get some money off that shit.
Yes. Look, I done tried to reach out to her to get her to interview with me and you. She won't respond. Come talk about Lady Bird and Vic.
Yeah, I got questions, lady.
Yeah, like did that? Because I just want to ask one question. Did that Louis stink?
Oh, I'm about to. You done turned my stomach talking about it. Next topic, please.
Speaking of, I mentioned Will Smith, so I gotta go down with Mr. Will Smith.
Let's go there.
I'll slap somebody on stage, Smith. Mr. Parents just don't understand Will Smith. So Jada Pinkett, who for years would have probably been my celebrity crush, has officially released a book, and she's doing her promo run, and she has told the world that her and Will has been separated since 2017, or is it 16?
16, I believe I read.
So that is 7 years. Number one, does that shock you?
Yeah, because the whole Chris Rock incident wasn't that long ago. If y'all been separated that long, then hell, it makes me think that was a troll now. Okay. Because why you gonna go smack this man and you ain't even with this woman?
So,
but I mean, I guess that is still your kid's mama, and it was very disrespectful what he said. So I mean, I see it, but it was surprising to me to hear.
No, so I've done a little more research since I sent you that.
I sent you that.
Yeah, you sent it to me. I've done my research, and what I'm hearing is Chris was getting at her. Like Chris knew they were separated.
Oh.
So he was in the DMs.
Oh. So, now see, that brings a whole different aspect to the situation now.
So, and Chris and Will have always had a relationship. So the jokes were one thing, and he just had it, hey bro, you been in my lady DMs. But from what she's saying in her book, because she has a book. She's doing a media run. She says Chris made advances at her and Will knew.
Well, then even furthermore explains that Will was feeling some type of way. But really, after this, and I'm glad that she's told everybody shit, and I hope that Will just really starts living his best life now.
But this is the thing, and I don't. So this is the weird thing about the industry. Like people look at Will as a simp, but I don't know why people don't remember Will Smith has been linked with Eva Mendes. There are Will Smith is for years they said was dating his PA, and that's what I don't really like about it, the double standard, because you just said double standard. Men can get linked to women and it's not talked about, but when women get linked to men, they're chastised. But Will has always been linked to Hispanic women. He has a thing for Hispanic women, but they've always more treated Jada like she was violating, like with the August Alsina thing. But now the August Alsina thing makes a little sense because that was after 2016.
And it's like, too, like, why did they even get on air and talk about that? Especially if they've been separated. Why didn't they tell people then that they'd been separated? See, this is I'm getting suspicious like you, Vic. Maybe it's a troll.
No, I think they're separated, and I just don't understand. Well, for Hollywood, and this goes back to something you mentioned off air. In the African American community, we want to show black love so much that we'll give off the image that it's a relationship when it's not.
Right.
Because you just mentioned Papoose and Remy Ma, and so I get it for Hollywood. If you're building something, creating this family image it's actually worth more money once you hit a certain age.
Hell, for all we know, Jay-Z and Beyonce ain't even together no more.
Right, but imagine if we found out, their net worth probably would drop because there are people see stability in relationships.
I feel exactly what you're saying, and you're probably right. You probably hit that nail right on the head.
Because I'm gonna be honest now, like, okay, like when I went through my first divorce, I wasn't out telling people we weren't still married. Now I wasn't posting pictures like we were together, but I wasn't telling, especially my jobs. I wasn't telling my jobs that I wasn't with her because number one, I didn't want to be nobody's business. Number two, people see stability in relationships. When people know you're in a relationship and it looks trustworthy, they tend to trust you more. You know, I don't know. If you were, like, for instance, if you know a person's a cheater, right?
Right.
Whether it's male or female, if you know they cheat on their husband or wife, do you really want to go into business with them and completely trust them?
No.
Right. So I think it's also sometimes a pawn in business. Because I've seen plenty of men who are in their 50s and 60s who are single, but they go to events with a rental wife.
That's strange, but yeah, I get what you're talking about, especially with business. But to me, it's got to be hard living that double life.
Well, if you know, okay, me and you are together, we're gonna ride in this limo, we're gonna hold hands, we're gonna walk in this event, we're gonna take these. And they're gonna drop us off at the airport. You're gonna go your way, and we're gonna meet up. We're gonna get together. I'm gonna pull up on Christmas. You come to my house, at your house. I just think because they're playing on a bigger playing field. They're playing with millions and millions of dollars.
That's different when you always have the public eye on you than it would be for me and you to pull that off. But it's got to be harder. If you're putting on this image that you're with this person, then you're seen out to dinner with this other person, like, and you got this paparazzi always following you, right? Like, it's just got to be difficult to lead those double lives, I would think.
Yeah,
which is probably why Jada went on and wrote the book and let the cat out of the bag, because she probably ready to wild out too.
Well, I think with Jada, so as a woman, no matter if you got multiple partners or not, I don't think any woman wants to be called a hoe.
Right.
And
Right.
in Jada's mind, she really got chastised for dating August Alsina. And number one, she was a lot older than him, so she had to take that. But then she's looked upon like she's committing adultery. So
Right.
I'm sure inside she's probably like, man, I ain't even with this dude Will. I ain't even with him. And these folks calling me an adulterer, and they don't even know I'm not even really with Will. So I'm sure there's a sign of relief by
There's
saying
gotta
that.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gotta be.
And between me and you, I can see Will creating the situation as opposed to her. Because Will has more to lose than her on the
Mhm.
financial side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look at Will Smith's image. His wholesome father. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Up until he slapped Chris Rock, no one ever
Yeah.
said anything bad about him. Jada
Yep.
like, man, I'm tired of this shit. They treating you like you still the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and treat me like and treat me like I'm the girl who robbed the banks on Set It Off.
Right, right. Yeah, I get it. But I, like you said, I believe there probably with both parties that there's a real sigh of relief that they don't have to do that anymore. Because I feel
Okay.
like
All
you
right.
would probably grow to resent and dislike that person after having to pretend so long.
Hell yeah. Or imagine, you know, y'all married and they treating your husband like he's the greatest American hero and treating you like you live in the whorehouse in Texas. Like you gonna be
Right,
like, hold up, and you know he really be cheating on you.
right.
It gonna be some resentment there.
Absolutely.
So speaking of women and sleeping around, Sexy Red, your favorite rapper.
I don't even know who that girl is. I mean, I've seen her in a lot of shit lately, in just clips, but
Well,
I can't name a song she sing.
she rose to fame with a song called Pound Town. Pound Town, Pound Town, Pound Town. She had, pussy hole pink, booty hole brown. Pound Town, Pound Town. And now she has a song, Ski Yee, Ski Yee. Okay. She is the hot female rapper of the season. Sexy Red last week had a video released of her getting taken to Pound Town. And it was actually released on her story on her Instagram.
Hmm.
Do you think she did that, or do you think some dumb guy did that?
I think she's trying to do what Kim Kardashian did. Little clip I seen of what, like, even like the angles was almost the same. If you ask me, but yeah, I just think she knew that her name was out there. She is hot right now, and I just think I think a lot of these artists release shit on themselves just to get a buzz going on their name, whether it's good or bad. Like, I don't think a lot of this younger generation don't care if it's good or bad publicity as long as somebody talking about them.
All right. Now, do you know what people notice more than anything about this sex leak? We ain't gonna call it a sex tape. We're gonna cause this thing ain't about 10 seconds. That ain't no tape. It's a leak. Do you know
Her
what
bonnet,
people know? You know what they noticed more than anything?
her wearing the bonnet.
That's what I noticed.
Yeah, that was the first thing that stood out to me.
I hate bonnets, so that was the first thing I noticed. Take that goddamn bonnet off. No, they noticed that her coochie wasn't pink like she rapped about. That's what she's getting the flack about. It had a little brownish tint to it. So, after responding and saying that she's heartbroken that this was leaked and she would never do this, she took to social media to address the people that said her vaginal area wasn't pink. Do you know what her answer was?
What's that?
I can tell don't none of y'all get no pussy. It ain't gonna be pink on the outside. You gotta love these female rappers.
Yeah. I mean, she capping all the way around, I guess. I think she capping.
Let me tell you what I think is going on with Sexyy Red. Okay. So this is the second leak in 2 weeks of Sexyy Red. Last week, a guy leaked a video. He went live, right? He went live, and I didn't send this to you. He went live. He had just took Sexyy Red to Pound Town. He went live, and he got an ankle monitor on. So Sexyy Red is still obviously hanging with the dudes that she was hanging with when she didn't have no money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This dude went live with his ankle bracelet on to 40 people. Bruh, we get 40 people in the dude, sir. You laying up here with Sexyy Red going live with 40 people.
Right.
You ain't using the clout right. Now, I think this guy, who obviously was videoing it, there's no way Sexyy Red could have videoed it herself from the angle. I think he put it on her story to get back at the guy who went live. I'm going to be honest. I think that's what happened. I think you got two low-level dudes. You got two low-level dudes.
Either that or she requested that, she set it up too and had the dude release it.
Well, I think Sexyy Red, she just had Drake give her over $200,000 worth of stuff. He gave her an AP watch. He just gave her $200,000 worth of stuff. I think Sexyy Red need to upgrade the guys she's messing with.
Then why is she still messing with bro with the ankle monitor then?
Look, Sexyy Red open departments.
Do better.
We gotta do better. She done better financially. Now she gotta do better in her choices of what type of pain she taking.
Yep.
I just had to give y'all a little Sexyy Red update because Bird loves when I talk about these female rappers.
I try to read and get to know them and know, but they just like I don't give a color. I don't give a fuck what color her coochie is. I know what color mine is. That's all that's important to me.
Well, guess what? These folks per this video, we ain't see no pink. Look. You know how people always say these people say these rappers ain't rapping their real life.
That's it.
That's how I felt when I seen that video.
She capping.
She big cap.
Yeah,
I seen some brown. Like a sack of weed. All right. More positive news in the female community. Mary J. Blige just launched a scholarship program to help female students at Hampton University. She's going to be giving them $30K. Ain't nothing like educated women. How you feel?
I think that's great. She is a female artist that I definitely have a lot of respect for.
I love Mary.
Classy. She's very classy. She does great things for a community like this. She's not putting out videos, and she don't have to go to those tactics because she is so positive. I feel like a lot of people naturally gravitate toward her and her message through her music. She's there if you break up. She's there if you mad. If you've been cheated on, she's there. So, shout out to Mary J. Blige. That's real respectable.
Yeah, I'm going to give a little more info. Mary J. Blige and PepsiCo Inc. are offering a $30,000 scholarship to one lucky student at Hampton University. As a part of their Strength of Women scholarship incentive, eligible students must self-identify as a female, be a current college sophomore, undergraduate.
Hold up. So the way people is with these pronouns and shit, you mean to tell me some dude that just identifies as a female can qualify as well?
Again, eligible students must self-identify as a female. Yes, Bird, you are absolutely right. There's a dude who can identify as a female and win this guy. You got to be a sophomore, undergraduate with a minimum of a 2.5 GPA and pursuing a degree in business administration, marketing arts, finance, or creative design. So if you're going to school at Hampton and you're majoring in business administration, marketing arts, finance, or creative design, and identify as a woman, and you got a 2.5, you have an opportunity to get a $30,000 scholarship. Now, so the whole pronoun thing I don't understand, and I don't want to get me and you in trouble by diving deep into it.
Yeah, there's no sense in it.
But it's called the strength of a woman. So hopefully we're going to get someone who more than identifies as a woman, but someone who pees like one.
Absolutely. I really hope they're very careful in their selection.
You know, and this is the funny thing though. When I see stuff like this, I think this is really, really dope, right? But when I started to read the article and it said Mary J. Blige and PepsiCo giving 30,000, then I'm like, God damn, man. I wanted Mary to give the 30,000. Now,
right. I feel like with it being a collaborated effort, that it should have been a much higher amount.
Yeah, because now I feel like PepsiCo gave 30,000 and we just used Mary's name to promote us. And now,
absolutely.
It doesn't negate the good deed, especially for a woman who's pursuing her education, because college is very expensive for people. They shouldn't have.
I'm stuck on this self-identified thing. Like I can't believe they use that vernacular.
Well, it's 2023.
And it is. I mean, if you want to be a cat, you can be a cat nowadays. But I feel like whatever part you're born with and what's on your birth certificate. I mean, especially what bothers me about, like you said, we're not going to dive too deep in this. Once you're over a certain age, if you want to be a cat still, that's fine. But my 12-year-old ain't about to tell me what they is and what they ain't.
I agree. So I got a question. Since we can identify with whatever, right? So can I identify with not being a felon and get a job?
Can I be black? Like, how does this work?
Yeah, like, come on, man.
I don't understand. I might identify as a strong black man. No, I'm just saying. But it should not be that simple. It's weird. It's weird to me. Like, you are what you are as you come into this world. Like I said, it don't bother me. People that transform when they're old enough to know better, and if they feel some type of way, but at least make it boy or girl. Like, why are we furries and shit? Like, I don't get this. People are identifying as aliens and all type of fuckery around here. I don't understand. I think our government needs to put more money into mental health.
Definitely, mental health and education. I think
absolutely
we need to
and a better criminal justice center system as well.
Definitely, and programs for people who once they get out of the system don't get
absolutely that don't bother me more than anything. To see one of my brothers come home after 20 years, but they're not set to deal with the world that's aged 20 years while they've been in this box away from society. These people are not properly prepared to re-enter at all. And so 9 times out of 10, they go back a few times.
Yeah, they're not getting no money.
They're just out here living a sad existence because they don't know how to be in the world.
And I think once a person is being released and they know they're going to be released, I think there should be a 12-month program inside to educate them on the outside.
Absolutely. And I know they have these halfway houses and stuff, but they don't do nothing for them. All
right. You know, we got to end the show with your favorite topic.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the Justice Center, YNW Melly. This case has took a turn, a twist. How they going to have the prosecutor possibly going to be on the stand? Because let me tell you what this woman did, Vic. Let me tell you what this woman did. Apparently, when the warrant was served on YNW Melly's mother for her phone, this detective served this warrant out of his jurisdiction without an officer from the jurisdiction present. Okay. Luckily, there was this woman there. I forget her name, but she is the person that investigates, like if you're a cop or a prosecutor and you do wrong, this is the woman that comes to find out if you did wrong. Like you see what I'm saying? So when she's sitting there and this detective serves this warrant illegally, and then once a officer does arrive, this man in front of this woman sits up and tells the officer, "You was here when I served that warrant, right?" Like, can you basically can you lie and say you was here when I illegally served this woman this warrant, and physically took her phone from her, physically took YNW Melly's mama's phone. Okay, well, there was reports made about this. The prosecution knew it through the whole first trial. They knew about it. And so last Friday, they bring this woman in that does all the investigating and put her ass on the stand. At first, when they got to the courtroom, the prosecutor wasn't even present. The judge was like, y'all go get her. This is her case. Now y'all are making serious accusations that she ignored the fact that this warrant was improperly served on this woman and has known about it the whole time. And here this other woman is pushing to get something done about it and just getting ignored. Well, finally, it come to light. So if you can't prosecute and be on a witness stand, I'm sorry. I feel the case should be dismissed. If they want to, if another prosecutor wants to in place build their own case against Melly and bring charges on him, okay, that's fine. But I feel everything that they've got going as of yet, they need to release that man, and there will be they've got a date set tomorrow to where his lawyers obviously have put motions in to have this trial dismissed, and I pray to God that he does the right thing and dismiss it, because it's all like it's built on lies. It's built on lies. You've had the people that's been building this case line, and this prosecutor, this bitch, knowed about it, and she just gonna look the other way and just whatever. Now, bitch, you going? His attorneys are amazing. You going on the witness list, which means you can't prosecute this case. So if y'all want to bring charges on my client, go get you another prosecutor and let them build their case, and we'll be waiting on the indictments to come out. But until then, free this man.
Yeah. I think he's going to end up coming home. He's been sitting down
home tomorrow. I hope he comes home tomorrow. Yeah, I've had this man lost 4 years of his life on some fuckery, and y'all got detectives and the prosecutor and everybody lying to folk. No, let that man go. Build a real case and something you can prove, because y'all ain't proved shit in this last trial. I'm not convinced, and I don't think them 12 jurors was convinced neither.
Yeah, if they were convinced, they didn't give the verdict of a convinced jury.
Nope.
So Melly should. I think if he doesn't come home, they're just really trying to railroad him.
Absolutely. I don't know if they having some kind of election down there in Florida, but this prosecutor, the DA need to fire her ass after all this shit, because it's really made the what is it, Bolton, whatever, Broward County or whatever, looks like a big fucking joke right now.
Absolutely. All right, Bird, because I'm looking at the time and I know you got stuff you got to get into. You got that spotlight artist?
Yeah, a Chattanooga native, YG Tut. You can find him. He's got some really dope music. He was around and kind of went away for a while. Now he's back. You can find him on platforms through Tut House on IG. You can search YG Tut on YouTube. He'll come up, or if you put Tut House in, it'll take to him too. Y'all check this man out. He is different. He's got a different sound. His whole vibe is different. Definitely check out YG Tut. Like I said, on IG, you can look him up under Tut House or on YouTube as well.
All right, now I just found him on Spotify. And speaking of Spotify, YG Tut has over 330,000 monthly listeners. So he's definitely doing his thing. His latest release was WAB. Now, since I mentioned Spotify, Bird, you got something going on Spotify. Tell these people about
We
it.
do. We started and I need to post the link. I think it's on my community page. I posted my link and your link to our Spotify playlist. But we now, if you like listening to trap radio and you like, I have so many people that ask me, well, who is that? The music. And if I'm not online and you want to hear trap radio, you can now do that on Spotify.
All right. And there is also a Ridin Durty Radio playlist if you want to hear. And you know the dope part about it? Me and Bird's playlists are completely opposite.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily opposite, but they represent my playlist got some women on it.
Yeah, no. I'm not even sure if there's one.
Exactly.
I'm being honest right now. I don't even know if there's one.
But there's also a Ridin Durty Radio playlist. Check that out. Bird, where can they find you right here in these YouTube streets?
Boss Lady Bird. I just put in Boss Lady Bird. I'll be the first one come up.
Hey, everybody out there, I need y'all to get in Bird's chat and spam her. Where's my guy t-shirt? We're gonna make Boss Lady Bird start selling merch on y'all, my guy.
I have a spreadshirt and I used to, post it. I haven't in a while because I need to update because, me and Dumb Gene ain't always got along. And I have a shirt on there of him in a chicken suit saying moo. And I had to, take that off there and I got to update it. But once I get that done and I am going to make plans of adding a My Guy shirt to that, I will definitely share the link and give everybody the opportunity to purchase some Boss Lady Bird merch if they wish to do so.
All right, and y'all can find me at Ridin Durty Radio on Instagram, VicXL Walker on Facebook, Ridin Durty Radio on the X, formerly known as Twitter, as well as Ridin Durty Radio on, my mind went blank, on TikTok.
TikTok. Okay. TikTok. That's one thing I ain't got into doing yet is the TikToks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, because there's a different fan base everywhere. All my posts are universal. So if I post here, it's going to be on every platform. If it's on Instagram, the same post that's what takes me so long to post. And a lot of people might not realize I'm way more active than you think. But like if I post a short on YouTube, I post the same reel on, same reel on Facebook, same reel on Instagram, and I put it on TikTok. That way, I try my best to miss no one. All right, Bird, it's been an honor and a pleasure again.
Absolutely, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you have not already subscribed up to the channel, please do. And if you're not subscribed up to Bird's channel, you know your mama is a hair man from Wisconsin. I heard they got a lot of hair. No, you know what? If you have not subscribed to Boss Lady Bird's channel, your mama is a man and look like Sexyy Red.
Oh my goodness. You said the coochie brown?
It's brown. Last thing was brown. Now, she said, you gotta crack it open and then, but that ain't what she said in the song. She didn't give me the right. You cannot be putting out music out here and not giving proper instructions. She never said, boo the whole Brian, crack it open and it's pink. That is not what she said. I'm just saying. In Sexyy Red, I take offense because she said, all y'all people who think it's brown, y'all don't be getting none. Well, Sexyy Red, I got 8 children.
Vic be getting it in, know that.
I used to. Not no more. I do now, but I got just, I only plant seeds in one garden now. I'm retired. Ladies and boys and girls, time is the one thing you can't get back. I want y'all to help us grow. Share this show. You tell a friend that Boss Lady Bird and VicXL is over there giving us hip-hop news like nobody else. And bring your ass in here every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. and make this the latest chat, period. You got anything else on Bird?
Nope, that'll be it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we love you. Till next episode. Peace.
All right, I holla.